strongly about the students here. And we are very much in tune with the students here and their needs. Whether it's hanging on the corner of Hallway 3 or Hallway 6, serving in BYUHSA, going to the activities, we really want to listen to the students and work with them and to help everybody to gain the full BYU Hawaii experience. And before we leave here, to catch the vision of this place and to really know that this place can change our lives if we really come together.
One thing that was cool that they asked was about how are we going to relate to the TVA people and the kids, because we both are single. So that was something good, so they could hear that we are thinking about that and we are aware of our situation. But you know, no problem, you know. So we're here to serve.
One thing that Kai and I have experienced through this campaign process is seeing how the students have been involved. It goes along with our platform of getting students who usually aren't involved to get them involved with what's going on campus.
Today went well. It's kind of hard to answer everything in like a minute and introduce yourself in 30 seconds, but we have a lot of good ideas we like to get across. Some of the things we want to do is get service projects with other universities, maybe with HPU or UH, I don't know. I think it would be cool to combine schools. And
some of the things that we'd like to get across would be intramural sports, see if we can get touch rugby back in the thing, get back in the game. People love touch rugby, and if we can try to get that started again, that would be great. But overall, the experience was awesome. We loved it. We hope we can do it again.
What I'd like to say is that Vickie and I are highly motivated to partake of this opportunity to serve all of you. And one of the reasons Vickie and I get along really well is because we have different exchange or ideas. So we thank you and kindly ask for your vote. I can only promise you that it'll be a fun and exciting year. Thank you.
Oh, I thought it went really good. I thought that we did what we needed to do and what we wanted to say. You know, I know there's a lot of questions out there. I wish we could have answered everybody's question and gotten to the point where they were more comfortable and knew what we stood for, because we didn't answer all questions. So that was the only thing, maybe a little bit more time so we can answer everybody's question. But the part we did, I thought we did really well.
The one thing that I would like to hope to change is the participation. On a couple of the signs said the auditorium, and I'd love to see more faculty involved.
The community involvement, and we want to be able to work with the clubs and the club presidents, and in doing so have the community provide ideas that they could have service projects.
I think that we are able to get our point across. We have a lot of things that you can't discuss in detail because you only have 30 seconds to do it. But I think the biggest thing is I hope the students realize we're here to serve, and we care about them as individuals and listen to them as individuals and take their issues to the administration. And part of that is the relationship we already have with administration. So we have an upper hand. If students have problems, we can just go knock on President Shumway's door or whoever it may be and address the issue directly.
I think sometimes with question and answers it can be somewhat nerve-wracking. It's just the idea of, you know, you're standing in front of everyone, you do have some good ideas, and your intentions really to help the school, they're legitimate. But sometimes it's hard actually displaying that when you're standing on stage because, you know, maybe a little stage fright or whatever. But I think overall, all the candidates did really well, and question and answers was a success. You know, one thing I was actually expecting them to ask with Dustin and I running last year was, why are you running again? You know, why the second time? But in all reality, it's the fact that Dustin and I, we still have a desire to serve. We had a desire last year. It didn't come to pass in the sense that we weren't student body president, vice president, but our desire to serve is still the same.
I think depending on the issue, different teams seem more qualified and more capable and more passionate than the others. I think when it comes to community service, Vickie and Terry actually have a lot more ideas, like getting involved. It seems they have a lot more ideas getting involved with the community, with the schools, and they talked about Big Brother, Big Sister programs and stuff.
Some of the opinions and comments I have of some of our candidates, and we have a great selection to pick from this year. For instance, Dustin and Justin, both dignified. They got the charisma, they got the charm, they got the pink. It takes a real man to wear pink and pull it off. And there's two of them, so it's good. And we got Kai, Now Kai's pretty good. He's already involved with student leadership here, and I mean he's the whitest Polynesian I've ever met. He's pretty fluent in some languages, including Tongan. He has a good grasp on how the people are here and how he can better serve them. And Ryan, he has a good energy and vibe about him. I can just feel it. And as far as the others, they have some good potential, but I think out of all of them, all three of those have a pretty good equal chance, and I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a great run.
You can vote on Thursday and Friday here in the Aloha Center, and we encourage every student to do so because it's a good, one, they'll have an influence on what happens next year, and two, it's a good practice to get into to be a good citizen wherever you go in the world.